Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, what did we do yesterday?
Wait, speaking, sir.
We did speaking.
Speaking.
Okay, very good. So today again back to the first skill, that is, which is the first skill that we are taking up.
Listening.
Listening.
Reading. No,
Reading, sorry. Reading.
reading. What is the most tricky skills? I told you about it. Out of the four, which is very difficult to get marks in?
Reading.
Reading.
Reading. If you fail in any subjects, in any skill, which one is likely the one which you can find difficulty out of the four? Anyone?
Reading.
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 Nobody fails in writing. You will get band 6. You will not get more than band 6, but you will not fail because it's subjective assessment. In speaking also, they don't fail unless you make them angry. But again, you don't achieve anything by getting 6 band, right? But in reading, if you are not careful, you can get 4 band also. Why?
It is
Why is it
objective.
possible to? Because it is objective questions. If by chance you are getting 60% of the objective questions wrong, then you can even get a band 4. But in writing and speaking, because it is subjective assessment, they always give you a passing mark, usually, unless you are really, really weak. They don't fail you because they know that listening and reading is a killer. Got it? But listening is comparatively easy. So, which one is the killer skills? Reading. Why is that so? Why is reading so difficult?
Because of the time limit, sir.
Yes, because of the time limit. So, everybody is very efficient in reading. We have been doing it every day. We read 100 pages.
No, sir.
Yes, answer me.
No, sir.
How many pages does a 12th grader read if a student is in a supportive institution like Allen? Yes.
Sir, does reading NCRT helps?
Well, you should have done it. Now you don't have time. Now you must read either paperbacks or you must read the passages. You must read book 10 to book 18 5 times. How many passages are there between book 10 to book 18? Anyone? How many books are there? Book 10 to 18, how many books? 9 books, right? In each book, how many tests? 4 tests. 9 fours are 36. In each test, how many passages? Yes?
3.
8
3.
pages.
3.
So 36 into 3. 3 6 are 18, carry 1, 3 3s are 9. 108 passages. That's a lot of passages. So we are going to be together only 28 days. So how many passages do you need to study every day? 108 divided by 28. With holidays and everything, now only 20 days are left. Is that right? 21, let's say. Let's say 20. How many passages should you read? 108 divided by 20.
Average 6.
6 passages per day. Are you doing it? No. Is it how many of you are reading 6 passages every day? Raise your hands. Have you seen the danger? That is the danger. Easy things humans never do because they procrastinate. Oh, that's easy, I'll do it. And that's what kills us. Do you agree? Things which are very basic in life, we delay. Who is the person who is famous for delaying things? From our epic. Yes, I gave you a hint. In Ramayan, who lost because he delayed everything? He could have he could have kept Sita forever. But there are some things he delayed. What did he? Who was he?
Lankesh.
Yes, Lankesh. Lankesh was more powerful than Ram, but he was defeated because he delayed everything. He was overwhelmed with his power. Did you know that Meghdut actually injured Ram and Lakshman? Didn't he? So imagine how powerful Ravan must have been. Why did he lose? Because he delayed, right? So there are so many examples. So even though you are powerful, you are very good in English, IELTS is a different ball game. I told you that. So you must practice it every day, reading. Okay? The last class, it's just coincident that I gave them a writing task too, and the same writing task too was covered in a passage which I had taken before, but some students didn't read it. If you read the passage, you would 100% be able to solve the writing task too. So whenever I do that one, I will show you. So you do not have to look outside. You don't have to refer any big books. You don't have to go through and swim through internet. Just have to read what I gave you. Book 1 to 18, but read only book 10 to 18 five times. Got it? 100% you'll get band 7.5. If you solve all the questions, reading, listening, writing, and speaking of book 10 to book 18 five times. Isn't that easy? Try it. You'll get it.
So while reading, like, should we set the timer, like, within this much time we should finish reading it?
I will tell you how you should read.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has got a place in their house where you should not sit, not in front of television, not in the sitting room. You should study in your own room. If you don't have a room, find a place which is isolated. There should be no windows in around you. I mean next to you. You should have a wall in front of you. Do you know how we do puja of let's say Ganesh ji? Do we keep Ganesh ji on the bed? No. So don't study on the bed. Do we keep Ganesh ji on the dining table? No. So don't study on dining table. Do we keep Ganesh ji on the window? No. So don't sit in front of a window. Don't sit outside. Sit in a room where there's a wall in front of you. Imagine that Ma Saraswati is sitting there, Virajman, and you are praying to Ma Saraswati. Don't get up for 3 hours. Don't get up for 3 hours. Don't even go to washroom. Are you listening? This is how I picked up my speed. 3 hours, it's meditation. You and your book. Meditate with your book. How do you meditate? Forget everything. Put your mobile on silent mode or put it on airplane mode. Tell your friends that you are not available for the next 3 hours. If you are responsible for some work at home, do it in advance. Make chapatis before, put them in the hot case. Bring the gas, which may, run out while you are studying. Do all the emergency work at home. Give your mom or grandma her medicine. Then sit for study. Tell your family members that 3 hours you are not available. Can you do that? And then disappear within yourself. How do you disappear within yourself, Karan? You are the best person to tell. How do you isolate yourself? Karan can tell. Right, Karan? Because Karan had cleared civil services. Is that right? Yes, Karan. So,
To go to a quiet place, our room or a library,
yes,
some empty place
isolate
where,
oneself.
yes, we have to isolate ourselves. Turn
Hmm.
off all the notifications. Use airplane mode on our phone.
Yes. And do not get up for 3 hours. Make a target for
Discipline
yourself.
is must.
Yes,
Yes,
make a target for yourself. Whatever you're reading, take notes, right? And you must
yes,
read
yes.
at a speed of more than 120 words per minute constantly. So sometimes you may have to exceed 360 words per minute. That is the starting speed. If you really want band 8, you need to achieve 480 words per minute. Did you get it, everyone? That is 8 words per second. Possible because people are doing 16 words per second. So 8 words per second means what? You are reading line by line. Do you have to read everything? No. Right? You have to read only the keyword. So that you need practice in that. So when you sit for 3 hours, the first hour is spent just for planning. The second hour is when you get into it. And the third hour is when you're totally lost in your books. That's when you actually benefit. So 3 hours are required to get into that mode of speed reading. I'm talking about speed reading. If you do this every day, 100% your speed of reading will increase, your perception level will increase, and you will also perform well in your writing, speaking, listening, and reading. Yes, Kedar.
Sir, do we have to practice reading, writing, and speaking daily?
Well, not really, not now, but eventually, yes. You must spend minimum, if you want band 8, you need to spend 8 hours in addition to my class.
Okay.
It's not 1 year contract. You're spending only 1 month. Come on, you can devote 8 hours a day.
Sir.
So, 8 hours a day is the minimum time you need to devote if you want band 8. That's it. No matter how smart you are, or even if you are not smart, you can get band 7.5 in IELTS. Why? It is language. And language needs devotion, dedication, love. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
So if you devote your time, 100% you will get band 7.5. And that will give you your happiness quotient will double. The moment you get band 8, you don't have to tell anything to people who are questioning you. All you have to do is show your band 8. That's it. Nobody will question you. Right? The band 8 will itself speak for you. Wouldn't that be nice? Yes, imagine getting band 9 in listening and reading. Oh my God, you will be on the seventh heaven, isn't it? Just imagine it and do it every day. All right? And God will bless you. God blesses them who bless themselves. How do you bless yourself? By working. What is prayer? Yes, Humera, what is prayer? Aren't we praying now? When we do our job properly, that is prayer. You don't have to pray separately to God because you are praying to Ma Saraswati. So when you study, when you read, and you concentrate and you are by yourself doing something which is fruitful, gaining knowledge, that is prayer, right? So that's why they say Shabde Brahma. There are only three things my guru told me. Doesn't matter which religion you belong to. I will tell you, Shabde Brahma means whatever your guru tells you, that is important. Your spiritual leader. He is the Brahma. Who is Brahma? The spiritual leader. Shabde Brahma. He says that whatever you say is going to come out to be the truth. Right? So don't hurt anyone. Don't hurt anyone. Always help people, even for your enemies. Say good things. And one day he will realize and come back to you. But if you hurt someone, he will never come back, whether it's your relative or whatever. And whatever you say from your mouth, it is bound to be true. Why? You are God incarnate yourself. There is God inside you, right? Next, to do Shabde Brahma, you have to do Sharire Madhyam. See how logic fits. Can a ghost pray? Can a ghost go to mandir? Can a ghost go to church? Can a ghost recite the Quran? No. You have to have a body, right? You have to have a body to do it, isn't it? So only if your body you can pray to God. So Sharire Madhyam. Your body is the medium through which you achieve your goals. And third one, Karme Sadhanam. Whatever your work, that is sadhana, means that is your, your objective. So all three are met. Shabde Brahma. Whatever you say, be nice to people. Say only good things, positive things. Revise your essay through good words. Use positive words to describe your essay, to speak, right? Sharire Madhyam. Take care of your body, right? Eat healthy, sleep properly, and exercise. And Karme Sadhanam. Whatever you do, that is itself sadhana, means praying to your spiritual leader. So when we are studying, we are doing all the three. How? When you're studying in your room alone and the book is in front of you, it is knowledge. That is Shabde Brahma. When you're sitting there for 3 hours because you have actually built yourself in such a way that you can withstand 3 hours of rigorous studies, that is Sharire Madhyam. And when you are actually utilizing this strength which you get from 3 hours of prayer every day, which means studying, your success in the exam is your karme sadhanam. And then help others to do the same thing. Isn't that simple? Life is simple. Yes, just do your job, isn't it? No matter which religion we belong to, we have to be nice. We have to say good things. We have to take care of our health. Why? Because you are an example for others. So if you want to set good example for others, don't waste your time looking at Instagram. I think I have never seen Instagram. I never used, means maybe I will start using now because I have to, help students to study. So I will have some things like this. I never look at my phone. I don't spend any time looking at the phone. I may search something in it. Do you know who is Warren Buffett? Did you know that Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world? Did you know that he never uses a mobile? Read about him. What is the biggest distraction we have today? Mobile. If I take away your mobile, you'll have a heart attack. Yes or no? If no, send me your mobile. Just pack it and send it to me. I'll keep it for 1 month and give it back to you. Can you do it? Do you have the guts to send your mobile to me? बोलता है करता नहीं है yes. Did you get it? Have you understood? Turn your mobile off. Tell all your friends that you are on a mission and your parents are next to you, so nothing to worry. So your loved ones, when they are next to you, just tell them that whatever you want me to do, bring the gas, file the income tax return, do this, do that, I will do. But when I'm sitting for 3 hours, Mr. Ranjan Dev told me, don't get up. If you want to be successful in life, try it. If you study for 3 hours by yourself, I guarantee you'll get band 7.5. Guarantee. Isn't that easy? Do it. Don't pick up your phone. Don't talk to anyone. Just meditate. How do you meditate? Do 1 hour of reading, 1 hour of listening, 30 minutes of writing, and any one of those things. So reading, listening, writing, you must do every day. And then there are some days when you do marathon. What is marathon? Marathon reading means continuously read for 3 hours. What happens then? You develop your logic, you develop your speed. Means what? 9 passages at a row. 1 hour, 3 passage, 40 questions. Done. Don't take a break. Just drink a sip of water. Change your position. Sit straight with your back. Again, start another question, 1 hour. Again, read 3 passages. Do 40 questions. Take a break. 1 minute. Again, do 3 passages. 40 questions. You will see how powerful you become. Without a break, do 9 passages. That is called marathon reading. You will develop tremendous power. You will develop tremendous speed. Try it. And then marathon listening. How many can you do? Every half hour, 4 parts. How many can you do in 3? 6. 6 test papers you can do. One day do marathon reading. What does marathon reading? Do you know what it means? No washroom. Don't go to the washroom. Don't get up from your chair. Can you do it? Yes, that's marathon reading. That is meditating. Why did I tell you meditation? And you know what is going to happen? You will not only clear your IELTS with band 8, you are going to be a power to reckon with. Nobody will be able to challenge you. Yes. If you are able to concentrate for 3 hours at a stretch, you are going to be a guru. You are already a guru in your own field, in your own mind. But if you want to be a guru in communication skills, You must sit at one place for 3 hours. Don't get up. Let the world end. Let there be an earthquake. Let there be a tsunami. Sit there. Don't move. Can you do it? I guarantee you that you'll get band 7.5. And little bit more effort, band 8. Once you get band 8, you are the boss. I will say, hey, Shubham, wow, you have done it. Band 8. Hats off to you. I will personally call you and congratulate you. I'll become your fan, right? Imagine Ranjan Dev, fan of Shubham. Yes. Yeah, I talk about my students who perform. You know what? There was a student who recently came. Last 2 years, he was having tremendous problem. He is a civil engineer. He is a civil engineer and he was getting 4,500 rupees salary. Imagine. I told him, what are you doing? Please don't do it. I said, get away from there. He is absolutely, extracting from you. That was 2 years back. And then he is a nice guy. Then he came to me. He said, how will you do? What will I do? I said, look, you come to me, I will teach you. I'm not going to charge you anything. And then he was a bit slow also because he was totally dejected. The world had made him totally a dejected person because he was a failure. Even after doing civil engineering, no jobs. Imagine. Slowly, slowly, I told him, you're good, do it, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. He would say, I'm feeling bad, and this. I used to tell him, you call me. I used to pick up his phone even when my class was running. Why? Because I wanted to help this guy. And you know what? After 1 year, he cleared. He cleared with band 7. Oh my God. So first he got 5.5, then 5.5, then 5, then 6, then 6.5, 7. Bang. I said, now try to go. He was poor. Then he applied for scholarship. I said, it's difficult. It's difficult. What to do? I said, keep it up. Keep it up. I used to motivate him. Do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Million times I told him. Do you know what? He got scholarship. Oh my God. Yes. And then he had no money. He said, I've got 100% scholarship, but I don't have money to even pay the initial amount to the bank. I don't have money to buy my ticket. I said, don't worry. I'm sorry, I can't help you because I've got other promises to keep. I said, but you do it. I told him, did you get it? Do it. I said, I'm praying to God for you. You do it. I said, I'm your guru, Ashirwad. You'll do it. And yesterday he came. He got the money also, sponsorship. Then he didn't get the visa. He was running out of time. The session was going to start. And yesterday he came with laddus, my favorite, orange burfi. I said, oh my God, what happened? He said, I got the money, I got my ticket, and see, I got the letter. And my ticket is booked. Where? Melbourne, Australia. I felt like I don't want to teach anymore. And let me think about it. I was just thinking his background, how he came to this. It was amazing, amazing. And this guy is going to fly next week. It's the happiest moment for a teacher that his student has made it, with so much difficulty. I'm telling you, you guys are 100 times better situation than this person. 100 times better situation. So definitely if he makes it, you will make it. And the day you make it, I will give you his name. Amazing guy. We'll share and we will talk with each other. Of course, he will be in Melbourne at that time. So if a person is totally dejected, mentally dejected, nobody helping him, he is in depression, he is unable to pass, his English is poor, he doesn't have money, nobody helps him, even his close friends did not help him. I said, why didn't they help you? They said, but they just told me that, how come you're going? I said, what is this? How come you're going? How can you manage to go? That's what his friends told him. Instead of helping him, they questioned his ability and his success. I said, forget them. Keep on your path. And yesterday he was successful. So if he can do it, you can do it. Imagine 2 years of depression, 2 years of continuous, failure, and then he finally did it. He is so simple. Then I told him, please address the class. He said, no, I don't want to address the class. I want to pursue my career. I said, okay, fine. I will address the class on your behalf. Did you get it? Even such a person with one goal in mind can do it, get an admission in a very good institution in Melbourne, Australia, with full scholarship. Why can't we do it? We can also do it. Got it, guys? So, with this, let's do something challenging. Are you ready? Are you ready for some challenges?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a challenging reading, very interesting one. So I'm referring to my favorite book. Can you guess what is my favorite book? Obviously, book 10. What is the favorite book? Book 10. You will also it will also be your favorite book. So this is book 10, Old English, right? How much time we have got? 8:41. So we have got 1 hour, right, guys? So I want you to do, let's make it easy. I want you to do minimum 2 essays, okay? Read essays or passages. All right, the first essay that I want you to do is this one. Are you able to see it? When evolution runs backwards. All right. If you have already done it by a chance, then you need to be just, I think this is not a good copy. Let me get a better copy than this. Just a moment. This is a better copy. So we are referring IELTS book 10. You also have this, right? But do not refer the one you have. I want you to take it as a test, okay? This is a quiz, everyone. All right. So do not look at the answers. Are you ready? I will give you 10 minutes to do this. Are you able to see everyone? When evolution runs backwards. 10 minutes. Your time starts now. Last 1 minute. All right. Do you need more time?
Just 1 minute.
Okay. I'll give 5 minutes. Right. I want everybody to finish. Yeah, last 5 minutes to solve your questions. Last 5 minutes. Yes, what is answer to question 27? When discussing the theory developed by Louis Dolo, who is Lord Louis Dolo? Does he belong to the atavism team or is he against atavism?
Against the atavism.
What is atavism? Is atavism and evolutionary throwback same thing or are they different?
They are the same thing.
Same thing.
Yes. So when discussing the theory of developed by Louis Dolo, the writer says that it was immediately referred to as Dolo's law. It supported the possibility of evolutionary throwback. It was modified by biologists. It was based on many years of research. Yes, which one?
Option D.
B, sir.
C. B.
B, sir.
Let's look at the
Okay.
let's see. While Lombroso was measuring criminals, why? Who was Caesar Lombroso? Caesar Lombroso said that people can be judged by their physical appearance,
Appearance.
features, right? Identified by certain physical features, and they were throwbacks to a primitive subhuman state, and that you can recognize whether a person is a criminal or not by the features. Oh my God, isn't that amazing? Imagine somebody will tell us that whether we are criminals or not just by looking at our face. Well, let me tell you, even I worked for police for many years, and to a certain extent, it is correct. Isn't that amazing? How is it correct? There are some characteristics which are common amongst criminals. Yes. Not just face, some characteristics. And when we look at the background of criminals, we find that a criminal usually has a family background of criminals. Did you get it? To a certain extent, Caesar Lombroso was correct. While Lombroso was measuring criminals, what was Louis Dolo doing? He was studying fossil records. And in 1890, he proposed that, what did he propose? That evolution was irreversible. That is against, what is that? Against Lombroso's theory, isn't it? Caesar Lombroso said, yes, evolution is reversible. But then when Dolo said that it's not irreversible, the 20th century biologists came to a similar conclusion, though they qualified it. What did they say? Evolution cannot run backwards, it is just very unlikely. Now tell me which is the answer.
C.
C.
Yes.
C.
Now you will agree that C is the answer. Why? Point C is saying that the 20th century biologists, they, what they did? They qualified Dolo's theory. So it was modified by biologists in the early 20th century. Did you get it? So here C is the answer. Question 28. The humpback whale caught off Vancouver Island is mentioned because. Anyone?
D.
So
D,
D.
sir, the reason given for
The
its
reason given
unusual.
for its unusual features. Where is it given? It's given here. For example, a humpback whale with pair of leg-like appendages over a meter long, right? What did Roy Chapman say? That it is a throwback. Got it? So what did he notice? Leg-like appendages, right? A meter long means a protrusion which is looking like appendages. So what will be the answer?
Option D.
Yes, option D. Because option D says that unusual features. Question 29. What is said about silent genes?
C.
C, sir.
There are
C.
number
C.
vary according to species. Raff disagreed with the use of the term. They could lead to re-emergence of certain characteristics. Yes,
Option
C.
C.
Who said it? Rudolf Raff said it. Whose experiment worked with silent genes? Rudolf Raff's. So, since then, so many other examples have discovered that it no longer makes sense to say evolution is irreversible. Rudolf Raff and colleagues at Indiana University decided to use genetics to put a number on the probability of evolution going into reverse. They reasoned that while some evolutionary changes involve the loss of genes and we therefore irreversible, others may be result of genes being switched off. Next, silent genes are somehow switched back on. They argued long lost traits could reappear. Raff's team went on to calculate the likelihood of its happening. Silent genes accumulate random mutations, they reasoned, eventually rendering them useless. So, how long can a gene survive in a species? It is no longer used. The team calculated that there is a good chance of silent genes surviving up to 6 million years. How long can silent genes survive? 6 million years. That means we all have genes for everything. They are silent. So when they get turned on, that particular feature is shown. Did you get it? What is the next paragraph? It is about the experiment done by the followers of Rudolf Raff. What did they do? The team pointed to a mole salamander of Mexico. What is a salamander? It is like a lizard, but the hands are joined because it's an amphibian. What is the meaning of amphibian?
The creatures who live both on land and sea.
Yes, the
What?
creatures who can survive in land as well as sea. They are called amphibians. Now, the mole salamander, right? Like most amphibians, these begin their juvenile tadpole state. So the salamander is a juvenile, a head and a tail. It goes like this in water. That is the tadpole. So what is the tadpole? The juvenile goes into the tadpole state and metamorphose into adult. But what is axolotl? Axolotl is a species of mole salamander which does not, yes, what it does not do? Metamorphose. So the ability to metamorphose is not there in a mole salamander. So then what is the result? For decades and decades and millions of years, the mole salamander may not be able to come back with its ability to metamorphose. What is metamorphosis, anyone? The quick change in the structure of the body. Best example, caterpillar and butterfly, isn't it? This is a perfect example of metamorphosis, change in body shape and size. So what did they say? Will the axolotl ever be able to become a salamander? What do you think? With the salamander axolotl get away out of its inability to change from a tadpole? Is it possible for it to again change back to a lizard from tadpole? Yes, Suvidhi.
No, sir, it remains a tadpole for his whole life.
That's not the question. When the tadpole gives birth to another offspring, with the offspring of the axolotl, which has lost its ability to metamorphose, will its future generation also not able to metamorphose?
It's it's still a question because of silent genes. They may show up, but I don't have any idea if they will show
Yes,
up or not.
Umera, Karan,
So
very
no,
interesting.
if they are continuing that lineage, then they will not be able to metamorphose in later.
Okay. Shubham,
They may be metaphorical communication.
that's the biggest interesting thing. That's why I told you that this passage is amazing. Normally, they will not be able to metamorphose because the axolotl has lost its ability to metamorphose. But remember that the genes are there for millions and millions of years. And after millions and millions of years, one day the axolotl will always also be able to metamorphose. Where does it say? It says here. Where does it say this? It says here that the simplest explanation which people will think is that axolotl lineage lost its ability to metamorphose. But that is a simple thinking. Actually, what happens after detailed analysis of the salamander's family tree, however means what? Something opposite will happen. It is clear that the other lineages evolved from an ancestor that itself had lost the ability to metamorphose. It is atavism. That means that lineage which had lost the other parts of that lineage after millions of years can get back the ability to metamorphose. That is what is interesting. That the gene of metamorphosis was turned off. That's why the axolotl could not become a salamander, it remained a tadpole. But after millions and millions of years, they could project, the scientists, that ability to metamorphose will turn on, and that when the button is turned on, that gene will start working, and that axolotl will also metamorphose. Did you get it, Suvidhi?
Yes, sir,
That
I
was
get it
the
now.
tricky part of the question. A normal person, see, the simplest explanation is for normal person. A person who is just does not have that ability to understand will say, oh, it's not possible because the axolotl lost its ability to metamorphose. But there is mutation. The genetic world mutates, it changes. And where does it happen? Where does this change happen?
Warm embryo.
In the womb. Where does this great thing happen? That particular gene gets turned on. It happens in the womb of the mother. Right? One more explanation is that of Gunter Wagner. Gunter Wagner from Yale University, amazing university, Yale University. If you get the opportunity, please go there to study. Gunter Wagner of Yale University, he worked with what? He worked with Bachia lizards. Gunter Wagner worked with Bachia lizards, and what did he find? He found that the lizards would lose their leg, right? Some of them have completely lost the toes on their hind limbs. And surprisingly, the toes came back, right? Those minuscules, they completely lost their toes in their hind limbs. Other species, however, sport up to 4 toes on their hind legs. Again, simplest explanation is that the toad lineages never lost their toes. But with detailed analysis, what did we say? That the Bachia family tree shows that the toad species re-evolved toads from toeless ancestors. Again, atavism. Mean those lizards which had lost their toes, when they gave to their birth to their offspring after millions of years, hundreds of millions of years, that offspring developed its toes again. So losing, gaining, it kept on going. That is atavism. So how many examples of atavism? 3. How? The humpback whale. Number 2, mole salamander. Number 3, Bachia lizard. And also sharks. So how many examples you have got? 4 examples of evolutionary throwback. Did you get it? So what's going on? One possibility is that these traits are lost and then simply reappear in much the same way that similar structures can independently arise in unrelated species. So it can happen to any species. It is not just stuck for lizards. Dorsal fins of sharks, these are also subject to evolutionary throwback. At last, these atavistic traits provide an advantage and spread through the population, effectively reversing evolution. And then the final. But if the genes degrade within 6 to 10 million years, how can long lost traits be reactivated over longer time scale? Where does the answer lie? It lies in the womb. Early embryos of many species develop ancestor features. Snake embryos, for example, sprout hind legs, limb buds. Later in the development, these features disappear. Did you get it? Now, questions. Back to the question. So, what is said about silent genes? Anyone? They could lead to re-emergence of certain characteristics, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer to question number 30? The writer mentions the mole salamander because
B.
it suggests
Last
that
theory is correct.
Raff's theory is correct. Yes. Which of the following does Wagner claim?
So A.
A, sir.
A. Correct. The members of Bakia lizard family have lost and regained certain features several times. Now the most interesting question. Complete this. These are called match the sentences. For a long time, biologists rejected what?
Yes.
G.
The continued existence of certain genetic information.
Yes. No.
The
This is very.
possibility of evolution being reversible.
Yes, the possibility of evolution being reversible. Try it again. I want you to do this again. These are tricky. Before I tell you the answer. Yes. Current. So what is the answer to question 32? For a long time, biologists rejected the possibility of evolution being reversible.
E.
Isn't it? First paragraph. This is there in the first paragraph of the
Yes,
passage.
first they were in the term they are not accepting the evolutionary throwbacks, first and second paragraph.
Yeah. So, possibility of evolution being reversible. That is the answer. Yes. Humera, question 33. Opposing views on evolutionary throwbacks are represented by?
G.
Correct. Dolo's
Dolo's
findings
findings
and
and
convictions held by Lombroso.
yes.
Both
Yes.
Dolo and Lombroso, they were like this, against each other's policies and their thought process. Question 34. Examples of evolutionary
Yes.
throwbacks have led to?
The possibility of evolution being reversible.
No, that is already done. 32 is F.
B.
33 is G.
D.
E. The doubt felt about evolution with Quebec.
Sir,
Yes,
A.
it is A. Examples of evolutionary throwback have led to the question of how long lost traits could reappear. We have done it before. That is the examples of evolutionary throwback. That yes, long lost traits did reappear. For example, axolotl. For example, Bakia lizard. For example, humpback whale. There are so many examples. So 34 is, what is 34? A.
A.
35. The shark and killer whale are mentioned to exemplify?
B.
B,
B.
sir.
The occurrence of a particular feature in different species, isn't it? Yes. Suvidhi, last one. The explanation for the finding of Wagner research is?
D. Continued existence of certain genetic information.
Correct. D. The continued existence of certain genetic information. Now, question number 37. Do the following statements agree with the claims of the writer in reading passage 3? Yes, no, not given. What is this? View of the author. What is true, false, not given? Material facts of the case. I told you that true, false, not given is easy. Yes, no, not given is more tricky. Because here you have to underline the view of the author. Question 37. Wagner was the first person to do research on South American lizards.
Not
Yes,
given
Shubham.
anywhere.
Not given. Correct.
Not
It is
given.
not given. Question 38. Wagner believes that Bakia lizards with toes had toeless ancestors.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
Yes.
that's what his experiment was. Yes, he believes. Question 39. The temporary occurrence of long lost traits in embryos is rare.
No.
No. What is rare? Do you know? They said that smallpox have been eradicated. Has smallpox been eradicated?
No.
No, because there was one case in Africa. 40 years back, 1 in 1 lakh was rare. Today, 20 years back, 1 in a million is rare. But today, 1 in a trillion is rare. What is the population of the world? 8 billion. So even 1 in 8 billion is not rare. So the definition of what is rare has changed. Have you understood?
So the
So
number
even
that
if there is one case in 8 billion people, you can't say that it has been taken care of. It's not rare. It is there in existence. Yes, question. Yes, somebody asked a question.
yes, sir. I have just the number you have just quoted, billion, billion, and a trillion. I mean, this is it like defined of the real world?
No, it is as it has been drawn from different instances and papers, research papers. That's why there is a fight between the different organizations regarding whether smallpox have been eradicated. So you tell me, what is the ratio? One case in how many? 8 billion. So are people agreeing that it's rare? Yeah, answer me,
I
please.
think we should. I think yeah. If 1 800
Yeah, Sarthak, we can't hear you. First, fix your mic. You're not audible.
I'm audible now.
Yeah, now you're audible. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. So I was saying if it is 1/800, I think it should be a rare. It should be a rare number.
No, no, it's not like that, Sarthak. It's not a common sense thing. It is through lots of papers. I have read lots of papers. And this, you just look at it here. What does it say? What is the answer? What is the answer? The answer is
Uh,
no.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's no.
Yeah. So does that prove? Isn't this an authority, this book?
No.
Of course it is. It is very thoroughly researched. All the papers published in IELTS are thoroughly researched by more than 10,000 research people and backed by Cambridge University. How can you say no?
So are you saying if I am claiming a definition that is from a Cambridge University, this book, IELTS book 10, it can be claimed for a keyword?
Well, it is academic, right? So what should I tell you? You want the answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I
Yeah.
if I tell you that it is not, then can you get the grades in the exam? What is your purpose? Research or getting through your IELTS? Are we
Here,
discussing research?
right, correct. Here, my purpose is to get the bands.
Right. Yeah, we
Cool.
can discuss on this. I also do research, and
Yeah,
it is, yeah.
I understand. No issues. Thank you.
And do you want to do PhD in how to appear in IELTS?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm a PhD person. I'm preparing for the
Yes.
PhD.
Yeah, Sarthak, I teach PhDs. I'm a research methodology trainer.
Oh, that's great. Nice to meet you,
Yes.
sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's good. I like your questions. Yes.
Thank
You need to question it. Right. See, if you say that something is rare, you know what will happen? That, governments will stop taking care of it. If you say that no, this is pertinent, then we have to take care of it. If you say 1 in a 8 billion is rare, then you will ignore it. When you're doing that, there's a big risk. Do you get it? What is better for humanity? To consider a problem not as rare or to consider it as rare? When you say it's rare, means don't worry about it.
I agree. If it is a problem in a term, it should be a common one to be get
Yes.
considered into a
Right.
logically and all parameters manner.
Correct.
And if it should be considered like a like something which needs to be take care of in terms to save it. It should be
Right,
that the
right,
rare keyword is a positive word, then it comes into a picture to
right.
save it that the way.
Yes, yes, yes. Right. So for the students, the students don't understand. They don't, all students are not PhD students. Many students are 10th graders, 11th graders, 12th graders who appear for IELTS. So I need to take care of them also.
I do
Everybody is
understand,
not
sir.
Sarthak.
I do understand, sir. Thank you so much. I'm so
Good.
sorry.
That was interesting. Okay. So are we done? One more question. So the temporary occurrence of long lost traits in embryos is rare, but that's a no. Question 40. Very interesting. Evolutionary throwback might be caused by development problems in the womb. Is that true or false? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I
It
guess.
is?
True.
Yes, it is true. The evolutionary throwback might be caused by development problems in the womb. It is covered in the last paragraph. So, wasn't this interesting, everyone? Imagine, you know what? When we used to take faculty members 10 years back, we would give them this particular passage to be solved in 6 minutes. 10 years back. So, wasn't this interesting? And many of the good faculty members found it difficult to solve in 6 minutes, right? So, this is one of the very interesting, I would say, passages. Another very interesting passage is the previous one, and that is homework. Which one? This one. You'll find this also very interesting. Let me tell you about it. The name of the passage is Second Nature. What is second nature? Your personality isn't necessarily set in stone. With a little experimentation, people can reshape their temperaments and inject passion, optimism, joy, and courage into their lives. So, in big corporate organizations, when we select the president, vice president, or the directors, or when a particular candidate is being interviewed for getting selected as one of the uh, police officers in NYPD, they are also tested by a very interesting testing system called Myers-Briggs test. What is Myers-Briggs test? Well, it is a personality test which is very old and very famous. So you can all type into your Google Myers-Briggs test, Myers-Briggs personality test. You can give this test, it's free, but it's a great research work of a mother and daughter. So, this mother and daughter team, their name is Myers Briggs. It's a very famous and old personality test where there are 24 different traits, isn't it? Suppose if you are trying for a particular job in which trait number 9, 11, and 13 are required, but the candidate is having 9, 11, and 14. So, can we make this candidate switch from 9, 11, and 14 to trait number 9, 11, and 13? Can the candidate be trained to do it? If not, he is not the right candidate for the post. So, many a times traits are very important, to shift a particular candidate from one set of objectives to another. And it's very interesting. Psychologists have long held that persons' characters cannot undergo a transformation in any meaningful way, and that the key traits of personality are determined at a very young age. However, researchers have begun looking more closely at the ways we can change. Positive psychologists have identified 24 qualities we admire, such as loyalty and kindness, and are studying them to find out why they come so naturally to some people. What they are discovering is that many of these qualities amount to habitual behavior that determines the way we respond to the world. The good news is that all this can be learned. So please read this passage, it's amazing, and try to solve the questions. And we will see you on Monday. All right, guys. So we can be in touch on WhatsApp. So I'm heading towards Pune tomorrow for a very important session, all day session on IELTS, and the gurus from IDP Australia are coming to share with us the latest developments in IELTS. So when we meet on Monday, I will probably have some interesting things to tell you. Got it, everyone? So have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend. Utilize your time to read and try to read uh, the passage, that is passage number 2, Second Nature, and passage 1, which is pretty interesting and simple, that is Mega Fires of California. Got it, everyone? So Mega Fires of California, that is passage number 1, this one, and Second Nature. This is homework. And also you need to write some essays, or you need to write some writing tasks too and submit for vetting. Okay. So thank you. Do you have any questions? So good night, everyone. And we'll see you on Monday.
Good
Have a
night and thank you.
wonderful, enterprising weekend.
Thank you, sir. Good
Thank
night.
you,
Good night,
sir.
sir.
Good night,
Thank
sir.
you. Wishing you the
Good
best
night.
for your meetings.
Thank you. Yeah, I will need it. Uh, Although Pune is my favorite city. So let's see what happens. I'll share with you whatever happens. Right? Good night.
Good night.
Good night.